Hello, good morning, bienvenue dans cette nouvelle vidéo. I'm Esther and today we'll be learning how to make a top, okay? Last time we did a skirt, okay, and today we'll be doing a matching top, okay? The design is basically having a strap, okay? It's kind of like off shoulder. Here it is, okay? Off shoulder, we have a band and we have a zip at the back, okay? So I have here my basic bodice of the top, the fabric, the lining, and the facing, and all my tools for sewing, okay? Metal tape, rulers, chalk, pins, scissor, and you know it all, okay? So let's get started, okay? I put on the camera. It's a really cool morning over here. So this is the design that we like to achieve. Here's the basic block, okay? The front is here, the back over there. Here I've made some strips, okay, with my patterns already. We're just gonna transform it, you'll see. And the width is 9 centimeters, okay? You can make it bigger or shorter. One of the points that is important is the underbust. The underbust is where your bra stops, okay? This curve here where your bra stops. So I'm just going to tighten it. What you do, you take your underbust divided by 4, mine is 19.5. 19.5, I'll push the value here. So totally I have 24. Ok, j'ai 24 cm sur le dessous de poitrine, sur le devant, le patron du devant. Here's the front, okay? So I've reduced already by this value here, which is a 1.3, okay, the dots. So that value, 24 minus 1.3, okay, let's say it's less than 23, is 22.8. Okay, 22.8. So that 22.8, we're gonna reduce it to have a total value of 19.5. Okay, so if we take 23 minus, I'll put the calculation, 23 minus 19.5, we have 3.5. So that 3.5 is gonna be the value that we're gonna partition over here, left of that and right of the dot, okay? 3.5, let's say I'll take one here. Okay, let me take 1.5 here, okay? And on the other side, I'll take 2. Okay, it's always good to take more value on the sides. Okay, so now I can draw the line to tighten my underbust. Okay, very easy. Donc on a soustrait la valeur qu'on avait sur le dessous poitrine moins la valeur de circonférence du dessous poitrine divisé par 4. Okay, so this is the value that we've added to the normal dots. Here's the normal dots here. Okay, so it's kind of a bit bigger. And here as well, we are going to cut. Now what do? We put down the dot toward the shoulder. My shoulder is 13.5. 13.5 divided by 2 is 6.7. Okay, 12 divided by 2 is 6. Okay, I'm just pushing down here to get the middle. Okay, I'll just put the value side by side. Okay, so here's the middle. From the middle, we are going to draw a line. Okay, and then after, we need to decide how do you want our strip to start. Okay, this is the design here. So basically it's covering the under the arms a bit. Okay, it can be down here or the upper, but I want it to be somewhere here. Okay, somewhere here. You can take references your front width. Okay, front width meaning side to side at the front, just upper of a bit upper from your boobs. Okay, so let's say it's going to be here like this. Okay, so this is the value that we are going to have, and from that spot we are going to cut this one exists. It's going to be replaced, same here, it's going to be replaced by this pattern here. You're gonna join this pattern to this one. Okay, so one other thing that we can do is to tighten a bit here. You can take 1 and 1, okay, like the normal corset, 1 and 1, from the line that goes to the shoulder. Okay, and then reduce it. Okay, so we're gonna have 1 2 panels plus this. Now let's go to the back. At the back we do the same. Okay, you find the middle. Here I have 14. Okay, normally you should match, so let me just do this. 14 divided by 2 is 7. From that point, I'll draw a line that goes to the dots. Okay, and then I'll get the distance at the side in front. In front, I have 15. I want to exclude the dot. Okay, 15 plus the rest is 18. So here we have 18. 18 is here. Okay, so from that 18 we went up is here. We went up by this value. It's the same value that we're gonna replicate here. Okay, to draw this line, because the front has to match the back, so it's 2. Okay, so from here I'm just gonna go up by 2. Let me draw a line for reference. Okay, 19 and 19 is this. Okay, I just want to have a reference. So from that point I go up by 2. Okay, and from that 2 I'm just gonna draw a line. Okay, so this will represent the start of my strip. The strip is gonna be from here. Okay, can you see? This one won't exist. Okay, one other thing that we can do is to actually join this dot to that point here. Okay, you're shifting a bit the dots. Okay, so now we have this. Okay, and the next step will be to arrange the strips here. What I do, so these are what we have. The zip is coming here, center, center front, center front, center back. Okay, I can just say F1, F2, back 1, back 2. So So let's start with the cutting. I have here my lining and my main fabric that I'm gonna put on the table. I've folded onto two, so I have 4 layers in total. I'll make sure that the fabric is flat. Okay, then I'm gonna position my pattern with the most efficient way. Okay, taking into consideration the seam allowances. Okay, inwards I want 1 centimeters and through the side 2 centimeters. Okay, at the center back you can actually budget for 4 centimeters. Okay, so I'm gonna cut all around, lining and main fabric together. Okay, so we're almost done. Right now I'm going to cut as well the strip, okay, that is passing through the shoulders. Okay, so this is going to be 4 layers because it's going to be double, okay, with the same fabric. So I have here 4 layers for the front and the back. Okay, I'm just gonna cut it, fold it through the center front and then 2 pieces through the center back because the zip is passing through there. Okay, now make sure that you have the right side and the wrong side must identify. Okay, so now we're just going to sew all around at 1 centimeters. Okay, front first and then back later, same with the lining and the main fabric. Okay, so once that is completed, we're gonna open and turn to fix the strap that is going through the shoulders. Okay, so I'm just putting my fabric at the edges, each edges touching the other edges, and I'm going to sew at 1 centimeter. I'm almost done here. Okay, so right now I'm gonna cut the small thread and I'm going to fix the waist. Okay, I'm going to sew through the waistline front to the back and I'm going to turn. Remember, we also have the armhole, the small armhole at the left and the right side. Okay, that we're gonna sew in so that our garment is clean. Can you see? So right now I'm going to turn it and then we are going to fix the waist, the shoulder strap. Okay, so now the shoulder strap, I sew all around the chest line. Okay, because we're gonna top stitch through the chest line. Okay, so on one side we're gonna sew and on the other side we're gonna make a top stitch or a hem. I will be doing a hem. Okay, so first of all I'm gonna locate the edges. Okay, let's say center back, touching center back for the strip in the garment. Okay, so I'm just gonna position it well through the center back, going towards the middle. Identify your middle, okay, so that everything is equal when you fix it. Okay, so I'm going to put the middle mark on my strip and also on the garment. Okay, so now I'm just gonna put those marks touching each other. I'll apply one pin there, and then I'll do the same on the other side, center back going inwards, okay, by leaving some space for the arm. Okay, so almost there. I'm just gonna position it well. So this is what we're going to have. We're gonna sew all along the chest line from the center back to the other center back, and after that we're gonna turn and top stitch. Okay, so let's jump onto the sewing machine, removing pins, back stitch at the beginning and at the end of each line. Okay, I lost my thread here, so I need to do the threading again on the sewing machine. So I'm just sewing on the chest line to fix the strip all the way to the center back. Okay, I'm going to continue. I'll leave some space for the arm and then jump a bit and sew. So the line is ready. All I have to do now is to close up the gap, okay, by folding the other edge on 1 centimeter. Okay, this is on the lining inside. Okay, so I'll do it from the center back to the other center back. You are free to actually give it a nice press, okay, so that things get much more easier. So right now it's almost ready. Okay, I'll do the hem at the later stage. Right now I'm going to fix the zip. So I'm going to position my zip and sew it in. This is just a straight stitch with my hand needle that I'm going to make to stabilize the strip. Okay, so now our top is almost ready. I'm going to use this blue zipper. Okay, consider the seam allowances when you put your zip. Okay, so I'm going to sew first on the first line and then later on the second line. So the first line usually is a bit far from the zip, okay, but this is just to position the zip well onto the garment. Okay, so the first line just allow the zip not to move, and then the second stitch you can actually change your presser foot and put the hidden zipper foot to sew as close as possible to the zip. Okay, so I'm gonna sew it by a straight line, and at the end I'm going to cut the edges that are extended on the zip, and that's it. So thank you for watching. Let me know in the comment what you think about this video. It was Estafashion lifestyle. Take care of yourself and see you in one of our later session. Bye bye. Cheers.